Welcome back to Tabor College for this KCAC men's soccer game conference game, against Bethel College. I'm Zachary Dietrich, and I'll be commentating this match for you as it happens tonight. The weather here in Hillsborough, Kansas is currently 57 degrees with a light precipitation. Next to me, I have Colton Roundtree, a Tabor College varsity soccer player. He's currently out due to a concussion picked up in a JV match.
Hello, and thank you for having me, Zach.
We're here in Joel H. Wynn Stadium. Match is about to get kicked off. Right now, the captains are meeting on the half field, getting ready to pick sides. Currently, Tabor College Blue Jays are 4-4-1 in conference, while Bethel College are 1-6-2. They're about to call the starting lineups. Here's Tabor College starting 11. Today's captain, number 26, Louis Firminger. Number 2, Josh Benoit. Number 10, Oscar Moyano. Number 9, David Reyes. Number 55, Cameron Martinez. We also have number 11, Christopher Aguilar. Number 21, Alan Reyes. Number 22, Jeremy Crable. Number 7, Austin Meads. And number 5, Bryce Werner. And in goal, starting for the Tabor Blue Jays, is Derek Eslinger, number 27. So while they're still getting ready, Colton, you've been practicing with the team this season.
Yes.
Derek Eslinger, do you have any thoughts?
I mean, he's a goalie. He blocks everything. He's a beast back there.
I remember some of the past streams we see him make some spectacular saves here.
Right.
You know, I think one of his favorite things is whenever the ball goes out and he's doing the dive thing, you know.
Yeah.
He's quite the clown in the back, but he gets the job done when it needs to get done.
Right.
Some words from the captain today I got before the match. Lewis, number 26, says that this being a home game, you know, we need to show a big performance tonight. It's a bit of a derby match between Tabor College and Bethel. He says if we start with high energy, high attitude, and keep it throughout the 90, you know, they'll be easily able to flow through the match. You know, just remaining solid at the back and making the most of the opportunities. Should be a big win for Tabor tonight.
I do agree on that.
There they go. I think they're about to line up in the center. There comes the starting lineup.
And I do think that capitalizing on our chances this game is going to be key to our success.
You know, I have to agree with that. They're going ahead and calling the starting lineup.
Soccer match featuring the Bethel College Threshers and your Tabor College Blue Jays. As a participant in the AII's Championship Character Initiative, we, along with the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference, challenge each of you to enjoy tonight's contest with a true spirit of sportsmanship. Tabor College is confident this will create a positive and competitive environment we can all take pride in and enjoy. At this time, will you join us as we pray for tonight's game and honor with the national anthem? Shall we pray? Lord God, thank you for bringing us together in your name. We know you will witness us now, as your promise. Please help the players, coaches, and officials to play and be fair. Keep them safe from injury. Thank you for giving us the chance to teach our faith to others by our actions. Amen. Bethel College men's team led by head coach James Cottage enters this contest with a record of 11-2 and 1-6-2 conference play. Here's the starting lineup for the Threshers. In goal number 30, Kobe Russell. Number 4, Mario Cruz. Number 7, Marcus Aragon. Number 9, David Fuentes. Number 10, Chris Torres. Number 11, Joshua Clay. Number 12, Ryan Soriano. Number 16, Andrew Goodman. Number 17, Jose Rojas. Number 19, Samuel Ishimwe. Number 20, Randall Schmidt. The Tabor College Blue Jays, led by head coach Grant Rubik.
While they're calling this starting lineup, I just wanted to mention, taking a look at Bethel College's goalkeeper. It looks like they got a little bit high in that night.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe about the same height as Derek.
Maybe a little taller.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Might be that for as well.
A freshman from Wichita, Kansas, number 2, Josh Benoit. A sophomore from Brazoria, Texas, number 5, Bryce Warner. A sophomore from Holden, Missouri, number 7, Austin Meade. A senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 9, David Reyes.
Man up front.
A senior from Bogota, Colombia, number 10, Oscar Moyano. A sophomore from Tijuana, Mexico, number 11, Christopher Aguilar.
There's the goal scorer.
A sophomore from Garland, Texas, number 21, Alan Reyes. A junior from McPherson, Kansas, number 22, Jeremy Crable. A senior from Perry, Iowa, number 55, Cameron Martinez. And the man with the armband, a senior from Auckland, New Zealand, number 26, Louis Furminger.
Stepped up a little bit early. Whereas they're shaking hands, I'd like to talk more about that goal conversion. You know, in front of the net, I'm looking at some of the stats. Goals to shot ratio. It looks like Tabor College, we've only maintained just a little bit under 10% of our shots going into the back. You know, maybe capitalizing on that a little bit further tonight. If we can convert those opportunities, I think a win should come. You know, in the 14 games, Tabor College has 16 goals. Bethel College, also playing 14 games, has had 22 goals. Looking at their stats, they have just a slightly higher goals to shot conversion ratio. It's about 11%. You know, the higher the better, but just maintaining those opportunities as they come, making sure you put them in the back of the net is going to be key tonight. See if we have a good match here.
Yeah, I feel like going low on this keeper, since he's so big, that going low will be key to scoring.
Trying to hit those bottom corners.
Right.
Oh, here's Tabor College. They're huddled up, getting ready to start the match. Now, it is interesting. Bethel College, it looks like their squad only has 15, but what I've been told earlier, they've been having some injuries. So looking down the bench, I don't actually see any subs right now. Maybe the one in the jacket, but
yeah,
I'm not sure if stamina is going to be an issue in this game, especially with the Tabor College squad, I believe, with 23 players sitting out on the ready to go on the field tonight.
Right.
11 playing. You know, there's not a lack of depth, especially with talent in this team.
Right.
But
yeah, high energy on the bench for Tabor College.
As long as they're able to keep that up and maintain the high pressure, I mean, it almost seems like you could just wait them out, you know, stamina-wise.
Right.
Here's the match kicked off. Meade sending in a deep ball, ready to try and find David Reyes with a bunch of pace, looking to try and pick that up. It's coming back to the back line. Lewis is able to make a defensive clearance. Maybe a bit of a lack of communication there in the midfield, but Tabor comes away with the ball. Ball's moved down the sideline. Oscar Moyano holding it. Jeremy Crable now on it. A bit of a foul. Ref called? Ref called the foul. Lewis ready to take the kick. Takes it pretty quickly. It's like a lot of high energy that what Lewis was talking about earlier, you know.
Right.
They're ready to go from the start.
Coming out with some intensity.
Bryce maybe tripping over the ball just a little bit. Seems like Bethel's trying to match that energy, but not too many passes put together so far. Clear up from Bethel College. Is able to find one of their forwards. Forwards moving up with the ball. Cuts it back. Is looking for a pass. Finds one in the midfield. Jeremy Crable still pressing up. Something I really like about Jeremy is it just seems to never go. Oh my, big shot on goal actually. I was about to speak about Jeremy's high pressure, but looks like nobody was pressing that ball. Big shot towards the net. Derek was able to let it go. He saw it rolling far wide of his post, but big hit. Early start to the game. Man, there's a good chance, you know, looking at that back post. You know, that's as a forward, that's where I would put it, you know, to the back post, try and find that post, maybe even hit it off the post.
Right.
Especially against a tall keeper like that. It wasn't too high. Ball's now at the top of the box at Tabor College. Lewis able to step up and block that shot before it reaches net. Clearance out from Tabor defense. Jeremy Crable now picking up on the ball. Trying to find Alan Reyes. Comes a bit short. Jeremy now pressing again. Trying to win that ball back. Alan now pressed up. Ball was whipped in, not quite. Big clearance out the back. Trying to find Reyes. Couldn't quite. Ball's getting moved around. Derek with a simple catch. Here's Derek. Big punt. 50-yard hit. That's not too bad.
Not bad.
Ball's getting moved down the side. Looks like Bethel has a bit of pace here, but nothing to beat Oscar Moyano, the Colombian man.
Lewis safely boots that away.
Ball's in from Bethel on a throw-in. Found them in the corner. Yes, Lewis down there with them. Yep. Lewis able to make the defensive tackle. Linesman calls for a throw-in. Yep. Oscar just confirming with the ref. It's pretty close to the flag. Good thing the ref was paying attention to that one. Could have been a call for a corner. Ball is now thrown in. Shot was taken. Bit of a roller though. Not sure if we even consider that one a shot. Derek with the clearance, trying to find Bryce on that wing.
Bryce.
Meads get a tackle a little bit from behind.
Good track back by Josh.
That was out on Bethel College, Tabor College throw. As we see it, I think Tabor College is running a bit of a 4-3-3. Oh, foul call. Looks like that was on Bryce, or that was on Bethel against Bryce. Bit of push from behind for a throw, or after the throw. Sorry, excuse me. Josh Benoit now up on the kick. Big kick trying to find the inside, trying to find David. Didn't quite. Austin Meads now up to contest. Ball's booted to the back line. Cameron's able to try and get up. Leaves it off for Lewis. Lewis finding a midfielder. They're moving the ball up now. Comes back to the defense. Restart the attack. Finds David. David looking for Chris on that outside. Jeremy now recovering a loose ball. Still to find Josh Benoit, who's starting his wing run. Back into Jeremy, excuse me.
Good mark.
Off the Bethel midfielder. Pressed up on Jeremy. It's going to be a Tabor College throw. A bit of a big throw, trying to find Bryce Werner there. Oh, sorry, Austin Meads. Bryce was trying to pick up the loose ball. David now on ball. Unable to chip it over. It's into David. David's trying to make the run in. Couldn't quite catch it. Ball's whipped back in from Austin on a header. Keeper makes a big step trying to catch that. Almost steps out of his box.
Yeah.
Could have been a bit of a iffy situation there if he stepped out. Ball kicked out, found a forward, but Lewis is able to catch a straggler. Josh now hit up the line. Didn't quite reach his target. But he's trying to contest for it back. Couldn't quite. Big ball to the backside. Finds his man. Bethel takes the shot. Derek's able to make the save. But a loose ball ends up finding another attacker. Not sure where the defense was on that. Bit of a rough start for Tabor. Derek doesn't seem to be too happy about that. There's a bit questionable where the back line was. He's a replay of that. Loose ball comes out. Just nobody on that man. He's a loose man on sides because of the play in that back corner. Derek's there's no keeper that's gonna be able to save that. He put it
Clinical finish.
pretty high and wide to the outside. Austin Mead's ready to kick off the next one. Derek with a big block on the first one as well. It's a big first save.
Right.
Not much a keeper can do after that. You gotta expect your back line to be covering any stragglers like that. Well, looks like ref's called something. Player stepping out to the side. Oh, I think he's got earrings in. That's what I bet it is. Yeah. Ref's officiating the game well. He's making sure all the players stay safe. I think number 12 is. So he's messing with his ear a little bit. Just to talk about some of the stats, the highest goal scorer right now is Christopher Aguilar, number 11, with 7 goals in his 14 matches. You know, clinical finisher, has 1 assist as well. So the game is about to get resumed. Oh, sorry, is it not? 12 is still standing on the side. Looks like he just got it out. Yeah, it looks like there's no Bethel substitutions. I think they would have made it if they had one. It's a bit interesting. Big start. Oh, looks like they're trying to go in deep for that ball again. Trying to find David. Couldn't quite. Bethel's able to defend against that. Tripped over the ball though. David almost picking up starting another attack. Would have been a great counter. Tabor able to win that back in the midfield. Now he's trying to restart the attack and be clinical. Ball goes back. He's able to find Lewis Firminger. Big ball. Trying to get a clearance down. Either Oscar or David Reyes were trying to be at the end of that. Out on Bethel College. Deep throw. Jordan Masca is usually the man of the hour for this with a big throw. Oscar Moyano looks like he's going to be the man for the throw tonight. Chris is able. He's just trying to hold up the ball in that corner right there. Tries to make a cut inside. Doesn't quite. Looks like it's off. Sorry, the ref is called off of Chris. Goal kick for Bethel College. Tonight it looks like Tabor College is running a bit of a 4-3-3. That's what I'd say. You know, with that 4 in the back line, Allen, Austin Meads, and Jeremy Crable playing in that center 3 with Christopher Aguilar, David Reyes, and Bryce Werner playing the front 3. I think maybe they're understanding. A big ball whipped in to Austin Meads. Didn't quite catch it. Goalkeeper's able to make the catch. Definitely scaring that back line, you know. As a forward, it's always important to make those chances and make sure the defenders aren't easy at the game. They don't rest easy, you know. Because when they don't rest easy, they make mistakes, and then you can play off of those, make the counters. Looks like a quick throw. Ref's calling something. I think he's telling the player to back up.
As a defender, you always got to be on your toes.
Always got to be on your toes, but man, if you can start scaring a defender as a forward, it becomes a forward's dream almost. Ball's coming back. I think Derek didn't want to take that. He lets Lewis clear that out. Bethel throw. Trying to find that corner. Looks like linesman's calling for something. Offsides, I believe. I think that was a good call. The player that was waiting in that corner seemed to be waiting a little bit too high, a little bit too anxious to get in behind, you know. It was a good look though. Cameron now getting ready for this clearance. Everyone's stepping up into position, trying to find where they want to go. Ball's now down the line, trying to find Bryce Werner. Can't quite catch it before it falls out. Bethel now up for the throw. Big ball whipped to the other side. It's falling back, finds a defender, trying to restart the attack from the back, but Chris is able to make a breakaway. Just couldn't quite catch it right before it rolls out. Man, that would have been a great attacking chance. You know, Bethel playing maybe the 4 in the back. Oh, man. I'd say almost a 4-5-1.
What a ball by Allen.
Andrew on your back.
Bryce now making his run down the side. Trying to catch that before it rolls out. Couldn't quite. But like I was saying earlier, I think Bethel College is playing a 4-5-1, you know.
Right.
With 4 in the back, they got their wingers, 2 defensive mids, and then a pressed up midfielder that's acting almost as a second forward on the attack. I think that's what they're trying to do on these attacks. So, you know, if Chris won that ball, it would have been maybe a 3v4, 4v4 almost.
Right.
We have all of our forwards pressing up and then even releasing a midfielder for Tabor College. Oh, it looks like Bryce might have fallen over something. Jeremy's able to pick up the loose ball, though. Not sure what was called there. Ref, it looks like he's calling for a free kick. It's on the 45. Ball's kicked pretty quickly. Man, they are finding those deep balls to the backside. It's quite incredible, actually. You know, those crosses, they're very clean, very clinical. Must be practiced a lot at the training ground.
Yeah.
They're finding that back foot, and, you know, it's already opening up. I believe that's how the first goal was scored as well. They were able to find that ball in the back, take the pretty quick shot on Derek. Derek was able to make the save, though. But that loose ball was able to be picked up by another forward. Ball getting moved around. Tabor College trying to press in the midfield. Is able to press the ball, but it rolls out. Throw in for Bethel. Another throw for Bethel out on Tabor. So the ball's going down to the corner. He's able to beat his man. Bethel player is able to move in. He's trying to find a low swept ball to his forward. Couldn't quite. I think Josh Benoit stopped the ball, so it wasn't considered a pass back to Derek. But that was a very low-driven cross. Had a lot of potential to it almost.
Right, yeah, that was a clinical interception by Josh.
It was good. It was a good find. Derek able to pick it up, though. It looks like an attack is building, though, for Tabor College. Chris is able to catch the ball on the outside. Yeah, I thought it was out for a second, but it looks like he's just calm. Oh, it looks like Oscar's actually, sorry. Meads is able to bring the ball back out. Finds Josh. Josh looking for a ball. Ball whipped in. Big ball trying to, right on the penalty spot. Trying to find a head in the inside. Couldn't quite. Keeper's able to make the save. Yeah, I think it had a bit of Travella on it. You saw?
Yeah.
Was able to, it whipped in a little bit. Had a lot of hang time. Couldn't quite find the player he's looking for, though. Ooh. Oh, big tackle. Ref is calling it. He's calling the player back. I think he's about to receive a card. Or speaking to you at the very least.
That was a dicey tackle.
That's you know, when a player comes off their feet and they don't get the ball, it's always going to be an iffy tackle. It looks like Jeremy's getting back up. He's okay. I think the ref just probably had a talking to the player saying, you know, next time it's going to be a yellow.
Yeah.
I mean, modern game, you can really get hurt if the player's coming off the ground like that. Oscar on the free kick, ball's whipped in, trying to find that front post. I believe that was Christopher Oscar was looking for. Keeper makes a punches.
Keeper comes out about 10 yards to save that.
Yeah, he came out quite far out of his goal. Race down the throw. Big throw trying to find Chris again. On that backside, couldn't quite. Jeremy's able to catch that loose ball. Jeremy now moving around the top of the box. He's able to find Oscar. Oscar with a quick ball. Oscar on the line. Trying to find something. He's able to find Reyes back. Now to Meads. Meads looking onto the inside. Big heavy tackle, but Meads is still able to hold the ball up. Cameron now hits it deep, trying to find maybe Reyes on the run. Didn't quite. Bethel College now back on ball. Tabor able to win the ball back. Bryce passing it back. Cameron with a big clearance. Didn't quite find what he was looking for. But now Tabor again back on ball. Seems like Bethel, they're not really trying to possess the ball right now. You know, they're trying to
Protect their lead.
Skip the lines, find the forward. If it misses, get the ball back, rinse, repeat. You know? While Tabor College seems to be much more sound with their play. They're trying to start these chances at the midfield maybe. Maybe, you know, the occasional wide ball, trying to find the over the top. There's a lot of pace, especially Bryce, David, and Chris, who are all up front. You know, just putting it deep, trying to find that space behind the back line. Josh now on the throw. Bryce now stepped. No, that's Meads now stepped up. I think I got them confused because Bryce now has the same cleats. Yeah, they both have the same cleats. Players running through. I think ref just called advantage for against Meads. Out on Bethel. Tabor throw.
Another big throw by Josh.
It's going about 20 yards, I'd say. That's quite an impressive throw from the side. Nothing compared to the Masca throw, though. We've talked about that a lot on this stream. You know, we call it the runway when he's starting up his run. I mean, he gets his own little jogging, and then it's, you know, from anywhere from inside the 20, it's going to be considered a corner. Ball's whipped in, trying to find that back post. Bryce on the first time. Would have been an incredible hit on the volley if he was able to make more connection to it. He didn't make connection to it, though.
Right.
He's able to find it. Puts it on target. Maybe he just not hit as true as he wanted it. Very accurate, though. Tries to find that corner. A lower corner, like you were saying, against a tall keeper.
Yeah.
Looks like it could have been a great chance. Just not quite hit with the connection I think he wanted.
Yeah, again, I think the bottom corner is going to be key this game against that tall keeper.
Especially with tall keepers, you know, sometimes they don't move as fast.
Right.
And they have to, whenever it's on the ground, they have to kind of step off a little bit. Step to the ground. It's not as easy as a short keeper. Josh Binwall now on ball, moving it up the sideline. Trying to find a pass. Austin Mead's able to pick it up. A little bit of a waddle. I like that. I like that pass, though. Trying to dump it in, finding Reyes. Reyes trying to take the touch over the defender with a heel flick. That would have been impressive. Ball's now whipped out. Bethel College now trying to make a new attack, running up the wing. Didn't quite find. They're looking for Chris Fragular now on ball, moving it around. We've seen a lot of technical ability from him this season. I think he's bringing some to the table tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, quite an impressive touch from the Bethel midfielder. Couldn't retain possession, though. Looks like it's out on Tabor. It's going to be a Bethel College throw. I mentioned earlier the conference season for both teams, but for the overall season, including preseason, Tabor College is currently 6-7-1, and Bethel College is currently 1-11-2. I think maybe some of that for Bethel College might have to be explained by that roster. You know, 15 players. That's not a lot. David Reyes now making a chance. He's able to whip it across. Couldn't quite find the other forward that was on the other side. Bryce, I think, was the ball whipped in. Oh, Chris with the shot. Couldn't quite keep it down. Reyes showing some pace.
What speed.
Beating his man. He's able to almost skip past him.
Yeah.
Trying to find, again, that low-driven ball, trying to find that forward on the backside. I think Chris just wasn't there in time, wasn't able to catch it, but gets a shot off. Couldn't quite keep it down. Tabor's last game, Christopher had a free kick that was placed really well. Scored it from 25 yards, I believe. I mean, just finding the corner, absolutely buried it. And maybe
the beauty of the hit.
Might see something like that tonight.
7, 11, 21.
Cameron Martinez now up for the. Oh, there's the foul that was called earlier. Looks like a little push from behind. Ball's whipped in, trying to find Means. Means still on it. Oh, but a handball. Oh, that was so. I don't think he expected the ball to bounce up after the keeper. That would have been such an incredible chance. His goalkeepers looked very solid at the back, but that was an interesting choice to come out for that ball.
Looks like he's pretty quick off his line.
Yeah, tons of speed. That's what I'm saying. You know, usually the big keepers are a little bit slower, but he's not afraid to come off his line. He's ready to go. He's in this game. I think we see a player warming up down on the sideline right now. Dane Peterson, number 3. Might be getting a little warmed up, playing the fallback position.
I need to drop soon if you're that far back. Drop short.
Out on Bethel College, it's going to be a corner for Tabor College.
Hey, it was one more.
Get him off, Kobe.
Step, Sammy, go.
About 20 minutes into this match. Well, looks like, bit of sauce down from Alan Reyes at the side. Jeremy Crable didn't pick up the loose ball. He's taking the shot quickly on the first touch. Couldn't quite put it where he wanted to. Had the power, though. Found the connection with the ball. Didn't quite go where he wanted it, though. Yeah, that was a huge potential for an opportunity, you know. Just, it's all about converting the chances in the end. I like the bit of footwork from Alan Reyes down at the touchline. Goal kick falls to Christopher Aguilar, who's now making a run 1-2 pass. Chris not challenging, but waiting for the clearance instead. Ball's out on Thrasher. Blue Jays for the throw.
21 must.
Oscar trying a little bit of footwork. I think the defender read it pretty well, though. But the ball is still whipped over. Chris is now on the run. He's able to beat his man. Chris now in the box, trying to look for something. Finds David. Oh. David hits it. Oh! So close to a goal. I think there was a goal line save in that.
Cleared off
that
the line.
Incredible. Quick
what
counter from Bethel. They try to get it forward pretty quickly. Derek's able to come out the box and scare him off a little and catch the ball, but oh my word,
what an opportunity that was.
Oh my. Chris able to beat his man and get into the inside. Finds David. David shot being blocked by the goalkeeper. Here it is again. Oh, it looks like it hit off the player into the goalkeeper, but just that. I think there was a goal line save, and there it is. Just right there. Bryce not happy with that. So close. So close for the first for Tabor to open up the scoreline for them. Bryce not challenging. I think that's could be out on Bethel. No, it looks like the ref called it out on Tabor. He pointed to the spot, didn't he? Oh, it looks like it is a corner. Might have been talking to the player. I saw him point to the goal, and that's why I thought it was a goal kick. So it looks like the Blue Jays now given a corner, looking to capitalize on this one. Oscar ready on the kick. Ball's whipped in, find the back post. Couldn't quite make the connection with it. I think that was Lewis back there. Lewis scored even a header last game. Correct? It was a volley. Yeah. It was a volley. Sorry, my bad.
Still a ripper though.
I mean, it was off of a set piece. It wasn't a corner, but Chris whipped the ball in. I mean, he's able to be clinical in that part of the field. Just I think didn't make the connection on that ball like he wanted to. Bethel now moving the ball up. Josh now in a foot race with his man, able to beat his forward. Gets the clearance, but it looks like it's going to be a corner for Bethel. Oh, maybe not. I'm getting all of these wrong. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, last game was one for Lewis to remember. Chris scoring his first collegiate goal.
Oh, really?
Right.
First goal. Wearing the captain's armband as well. Doing the same tonight. Josh up for the challenge. Able to retain possession. Find Jeremy into Austin. Austin trying to dump it a little bit. Gets past the man. Then Christopher showing some pace. Man, he hopped on the bicycle and was going.
Chris, keep him play alive.
Man, really going for that ball, trying to make a challenge for it. So it ends up falling out for Tabor College. Another corner. I think we've seen a lot of chances from both sides so far. I believe it's the 4th or 5th quarter for Tabor already.
Right.
You know, it's been about 25 minutes. Alan Reyes now on the ball, takes the hit on the volley, was placed really well. Big save from the keeper. I think his positioning is what was key in that save. You know, he was ready on that front post, but man, that was a good strike. He's able to keep it down. Big clearance out, trying to find Chris on that opposite side. He had a lot of space around him, but ultimately didn't find Aguilar. Ball's now moved around on the back line, out on the Blue Jays. Thrasher throw. Oh, looks like the linesman calls the other way. Blue Jay throw. These are the sub we were talking about earlier. Josh Benoit now stepping off the field. Number 3, Dane Peterson, now in at the right back position. You know, I think an important thing to Dane's game is he's got a lot of speed, a lot of pace in that kid.
Right.
You can already see from the get-go. I mean, he's moving across this field pretty quickly. I think it's gonna be important because that number 17, the left forward that's moving up on these attacks, very quick, showing with that foot race with Josh. It's important to have a lot of speed. And that back there, Bethel able to save the ball, is now moving it down the line, trying to find that 17. Lots of tackles. Allen able to move the ball up the line, finds Bryce. Bryce now cutting it back, looking for an option. It's quite an ambitious ball to Meads, didn't quite make connection with it. Lewis now stepped up. Big clearance, trying to find the back. Dane making his first touch of the game. Puts it out on the clearance outside the touchline with a header. Ball's now thrown in. Here it comes. It's whipped back out to the touchline. Finds his man. Meads, big tackle over. Looks like there's a foul called on the Thrashers. Free kick for Tabor College. I think we have a couple more players warming up on the sideline right now. Looks like Federico Bove, number 8. Two more of the players that warming up right now.
Looks like Jordan Masca along with Matheus Siqueira.
Siqueira, yes. The Brazilian man. Oh, David making a big challenge. Austin Meads now pushing up, trying to find that ball. Oh, looks like Bryce was trying to make the wide run, trying to find it. Two big offensive, defensive challenges in their third.
Right.
Trying to start that counter. That would have been very impressive. It looks like Blue Jays have won the ball back already. Not sure if Meads is okay. He's still recovering from that last challenge. Ball to Christopher now on the backside, showing a little bit of sauce. Moving the ball a little bit. That technical ability. Still looking for the hit. Gets across it. Finds Bryce. It's yes, it's a goal! Golazo! Tabor College able to put one goal away. Christopher Aguilar with a nice finesse.
What a clinical finish.
You see him checking his shoulder right there, looking for that back post. Able to find that curved ball into Bryce. Bryce then getting the finish for a header.
Yeah, you have David starting that play off with clinical footwork.
Huge goal.
Able to
Here's
find
a replay of it. Chris with that finesse tip, finding Bryce, who's unmarked, puts that ball to the ground, bounces up right into the top corner. Beautiful, beautiful finish. Beautiful sight here.
You know, maybe I was wrong about going low this game.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, it went low and then it came back up.
Right.
Top corner. Very, very good finish. Oh, I'm still very happy about that. Chris, when he checks his shoulder, is looking for that hole. Oh, that might. Let me check the stats right quick. That is Bryce's first goal for Tabor College. this season. Big play. Looks like Meads is getting a sub. I think he got injured in that one big challenge. He's making on the offensive third. Excuse me, what's going on? I see some Bethel players. Yeah, maybe. Actually, Meads is probably not out. I think
Bethel just made a sub.
Bethel just made an injury. Looks like Jim, the trainer, standing over here. You see? They're checking him out, making sure number 4 is okay. Yeah, they're still manning 11 players, so it looks like Bethel did have an extra sub, so they're playing him in. Tabor with a big. See, this is the energy that Lewis was talking about. Coming out strong right from the kickoff. It's not even theirs, but they're pressing up and they're winning the ball within seconds. That's what the captain, Lewis Ferminger, wanted out of his team before this match started. Right, Austin now holding up the ball, is able to find Allen, who's in space, looking for Chris again. Chris now moving into that back post, trying to find being his man, able to get the low cross in. Christopher Aguilar has been unstopped, able to find Allen, who's looking for a shot. Couldn't quite keep it down though. Big shot. Christopher Aguilar has been having a spectacular game, finding that back corner flag. I mean, it's been unstoppable tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy night. Beating his man every time he's making that run. And then he gets to make the low cross, make the high cross. He does what he wants in that corner. It's his corner. Ball's now being moved up. Back to the midfield. Jeremy Crable now in possession of the ball. Finds Oscar Moyano on that left side. Big ball dumped into the back. Trying to find David on the run. Man, this is the energy. This is the livelihood that we need to see out of the Tabor Blue Jays tonight. They're in it to win it tonight. Big clearance from the goalkeeper. Didn't quite find the player he's looking for. I'm not sure. It looks like it bounced in. I don't think the player thought it was. You know, as you can see, there's a little bit of a light precipitation. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to look up sometimes. Right. See that ball. You know, as a soccer player, I know. Oh, that back post run would have been an interesting one. There, he's looking for it. Couldn't quite find Oscar on that back post. Allen now challenging up. I know in soccer they like to talk about how much some precipitation can really change the game, you know?
Right, yeah, with the slick surface and just vision all around.
And then also the wet ball, especially. I mean, it's hard to make contact with it sometimes. Bryce, the chance. Oh, my word. Great 1-2 play around in the box. Man, this has been a spectacular night for the Blue Jays. It's all about the finishing that is missing right now. But that is, you know, some Arsenal-esque Thierry Henry kind of stuff right there. You know, back in the day when they used to do 1-2 touch in the box. Really looking for it. Corner now for the Tabor College Blue Jays. Ball's whipped in by Oscar Moyano. Trying to find that front post. Oh, finds Chris on the back. Shot takes a deflection off the defender.
Nearly knocked away by the defender.
In space, takes the hit. It's been a big match full of a lot of chances for both sides so far. Big substitution here. 3 substitutions. Jordan Masca, Federico Bove, and Mateus Siqueira now stepping on for Alan Reyes, Austin Meads, and Bryce Werner.
21. 18 coming in.
Warner. I believe it's Bryce Warner. I've been saying it wrong tonight. My apologies if he's watching this. There's the Masca throw with the big runway into the box. Finds the penalty spot. Oh, my. Oh, with the bicycle. I think the ref called offsides. But he shows even a card to Dane. I think he hit the keeper on the way. But maybe a bit of talking back to as well, but Dane's able to track back. Still, look with the bicycle from David Reyes. Love the energy. Love the creation, the creativity right now. Spectacular from the Blue Jays.
Tabor College is doing a good job of pressing the back line. High press or whatever.
Yeah, you know, making these counters, it's been important to the game right now. Lots of pace in this front three. They've been really trying and working for it. I think a bit of an interesting substitution, though. Maska, he normally sits on the inside, or he started on the inside. They've been looking to him as a new wing player, though. And it looks like he's going to be trying to fulfill that duty tonight as well. Maska holding that right touch line. Oh, it looks like Federico Bove stepping up for the free kick. It's about on the 50. I think he's looking for Chris on that backside. You see him. He's on his. They're double marking Chris on that back, I believe. But I think it's either gonna get there, dump to. Looking for. Oh, Chris able to make it almost. I think it makes a little bit too heavy of a connection on that ball. Falls to the keeper. With 12 minutes left in this half. It's been an incredible night already.
That was a good ball by. That was a good ball by Fed.
That was a good lead by David as well.
Right.
I mean, I thought he was going to make connection with it, but
Powerful driven ball, about head height.
yeah, it ends up falling to Chris, who just unfortunately takes maybe a bit too big of a touch.
Right.
It split his man, was able to try and get back into that space, create the one-on-one. Maybe a bit too heavy of a touch though. Tabor now building a defense. Oh, nice footwork from Jeremy Crable to beat his man. Is able to find Mateus, who looks for his wide player. Chris back into Jeremy. He's now making his offensive run. Loses the ball. Bethel now on the counter. Christopher Aguilar now trying to defend against that. Lost his man. Ball Bethel is still moving the ball up. It's now on the left touchline. Ball's whipped in. Top of the box. Looks for Jordan Maska now making the run. The old man. Oh, big slide. Looks like I think he made a connection with the ball on that slide, though.
Yeah.
It scares me a little bit.
Looked like a clean tackle.
Maska's getting a little on in age. I kind of worry about him sometimes. I believe he's the oldest one on the team right now, at 25, turning 26 soon.
Yeah.
Jordan Maska. But turned out being a good tackle. It was a Tabor throw. Ball's now being moved around in the back for Tabor. Chris is able to find his wing back. Oscar making the cut. Finding defenders, just moving it around. This 1-2 touch play has been really nice right now. Look at this. They're finding the connection. They're looking for it. It's all coming together.
Yeah, and it looks like we got another Tabor Blue Jay warming up. Looks like George.
Oh, sorry. George Zelaya.
Looking to go.
Number 14.
Probably play in the center mid role.
Yeah, I think he might be coming in for Jeremy. Jeremy's taking a lot of hits tonight.
Right.
Yeah, a bit anxious of that Bethel player trying to capture the ball over it. Maybe forgot they're playing soccer. Thought it was kickboxing for a second.
Sammy, watch out wide.
Tabor College now for the free kick.
Randall, Andrew.
There's George getting ready to step to the touchline. I think getting a last couple of words from the coach before he steps in. Jordan Maska now on ball is able to just looking for Federico. Ball comes loose. Not sure about that one. I think Jeremy might be a little angry with that tackle from behind. Jeremy Mateus now trying to control this midfield. A lot of heavy tackles, lots of holding up. Looks like the ref is called for a foul on Tabor College. I think that was on Mateus. I think he was trying to play advantage.
Yeah.
Calls it back. Mateus, I think, with a bit heavy of a step in. Maybe dead-legged him a little bit,
Right.
Nothing card worthy, but still a foul. Bethel College now on the 40, looking for a ball to be whipped in. Here it comes. And there it goes. Looks like it went wide. Out for a goal kick. Derek Exlinger is able to step up and get ready for this one.
Hey, win in the air.
Looks like Jeremy's now out. I think George has just subbed in.
Put a name on it.
I think something that this Bethel College I just now noticed. You see how much they're compressing NDC. Look at Jordan. It's all the space in the world. But when they get into that one side and they're starting to form their attack, they really start to compress the field and try and really start putting on the pressure on all the players, you know.
Right.
It's more of making it more of a small-sided game, if anything, you know, just deleting some of the pitch. Foul's called on Bethel. Mate's putting the ball down pretty quickly, but I think the ref called it back. Oscar now whipping it in. Loose ball falls to Dane Peterson. Dane looking for Fed. Fed challenged heavy from behind. Ref is now calling stop the clock. That's usually a card. There it is.
Looks like he might be getting that card for kicking the ball after the play.
Oh, Federico might have. You think Federico got it?
No. No, I think it was.
Looks like maybe number 12 on that wall right there, I believe.
Yeah.
I thought it almost looked like Fed because he stood so close to him, but I believe you're correct. I was wondering about that. I was like, did he flop or something? But it was a heavy tackle from behind, and Federico was showed it very in his posture that he was set for that ball and he was just knocked out off of balance. There's no ball in that challenge.
Right.
Oscar's now stepped up. I believe he's getting a shot. He's getting ready. He's looking at that top left.
Let's see if it can happen like last game.
He sees it and he really wants it. There's 4 on the wall right now. I'd be scared to death to be on that wall, to be honest. You know, if that ball drops just a little bit, it's gonna hit someone right in the head. Something you might be not too keen about right now.
Oh, what a save by the keeper.
Big save out for Tabor College. Corner.
Hey, follow. David, go.
Looks like Federico Bobe is now placing the ball down. Oscar checking his short, but matched with a defender. Federico Bobe, here he comes. The Uruguayan man. Whipped in. Trying to find that front post. Didn't quite make connection with anybody. Oscar now on that top of the box is able to find, looking for Christopher Aguilar. Couldn't quite. Chris is now on ball. Masco now whipping it in, looking for that back post. Looks like it stayed in with an immense amount of curve on that. Man, that was a very nice floater that stayed in. Bethel now making the counter, trying to make it down that line. Looks like they couldn't quite. I believe that's Mateus that's now trying to make that run. If I have that correct. No, that was David. Excuse me, my bad. George now stepping up for the defensive tackle. Mateus now on ball. Something I love about Mateus' style of play. He loves to draw in his man. Whenever he's holding the ball, he loves to wait for a guy to step on him. And then he'll go ahead and pass the ball to take the man out of the play.
Right.
You know, it's very productive, especially for building an attack. Instead of having 6 players now defending, you now have 5. And you do that 4 more times and it becomes a one-on-one.
Right, and the technical footwork helps him with that.
It's beautiful. It really is. Let's watch him play. Looks like it's a goal kick for Bethel College. Federico Bove able to find that. Christopher Aguilar now whipped in. David trying to beat his man.
He does.
Shows pace, but couldn't quite make the connection with the ball. High and wide, it looks like. Many shots tonight. One time that they just look like they can be so close to goal, but there's so much that can go wrong in those, especially with the playing conditions. Again, the wet surface, the wet ball. It's hard to make connection on those volleys.
It's also hard to judge like the ball speed like this deep into the game with the surface being so slick.
Especially on turf, yes.
Right.
Exactly. You know, sometimes grass holds it up a little bit better, but turf, you know, that thing loves to slide.
Right.
One of my favorite passes while the turf is wet, you put backspin on it. It just rolls across, you know. Ball now whipped up. It looks like out on Bethel College. Tabor College throw.
18.
Moves around a loose ball. Fed now trying to step up for it. I think they might have changed it. I think they started with the 3 midfielders, 1 dropped in and 2 just holding. Sorry, 1 holding and 2 just kind of like waiting in that midfield, but 1 playing more defensive. But now with Federico Bove, I think he's a great attacking player, has a wonderful foot, very attacking mindset. I think now they switched it maybe to more an offensive midfielder and having 2 hold back, trying to support a little bit more. Because it almost looks like he's a second forward.
Right. It looks like he's trying to press the line with David.
Mm-hmm. And with this high press, it almost turns into a 4-2-4, and it's quite dangerous. Lewis up for the header, didn't quite make connection with it. Ball's now moving towards the touchline. Masca trying to dive in for it. Ball's moved down the line. Ball is kicked out.
Good tackling by Cameron.
Out on Tabor College. I'm just calling the man back. It seems like there's a lot of high pressure, something that's a bit different from Tabor is, especially in this midfield area. Lots of high pressure, wanting to win every ball in that area. You know, just you shall not pass this area. Lots of high pressure. It's maintaining, it's keeping Bethel much in their own space, making them a little bit more worried about the game. Got about 2 minutes left of this half. Ball's now whipped in. David trying to find it. Falls to, I believe that's Mateus that fell to. Not much. George now trying to stand up his man. Ball's now whipped in the back. Couldn't quite find the attacker. Easy pickup for Derek. In between the sticks. Dane now on ball. Moving to the touchline. Finding Jordan Masca. Masca looking, finding Cameron. Mateus now on ball. The ball going wide. Finding it inside, top of the box. Very scary, looking for a challenge. There's a bit of a challenge on the ground there. Not sure. The ref calls advantage for it. I was a little scared about that. You know, challenges in the box every time. They're very scary because it can very quickly result to a penalty. It quickly results to a momentum change.
You never know what the outcome's going to be.
You never know. And if that goal is scored, right now I believe Tabor really has the momentum on this game. This is the first time we've seen an attack in how long? Now a corner is formed. Bethel now stepping up. I think they're really trying to hold back. You see 3 defenders holding their line. Ball goes wide. But like I was saying, 3 defenders covering 1 man back there. You know, I think they're really trying to sit in, waiting, not overcommitting for that corner. Something I think Tabor's not afraid to do.
Right.
They're ready to put bodies in the box. They're ready to score goals. That's all we want.
Hungry for goals.
That's all we need. They're counting down the last 10 seconds of the match now. Ball's getting whipped around in the middle. They're just looking.
Looks like that'll bring it to half right
A
there.
bit of kickball down there. And ref blows for halftime. Players will be heading back to the locker room, forming their next game plan to finish this game off. This has been Zachary Dietrich. Next to me, Colton Roundtree. We'll be back with you guys for the second half. I'll be in about 15 minutes. We'll see you then. 2. Hello, welcome back to Tabor College. We're about to start the second half of Bethel versus Tabor. Any thoughts about the first half, Colton?
I mean, we're playing good as a team, I feel like.
Lots of creativity, lots of attacking opportunities.
Right. Just not getting the final piece of the puzzle there.
For real, just need the clinical ability at the final third, you know? There's been a lot of opportunities, a lot of 1-2 touch play, which has been looks quite nice.
Right.
On the field, lots of energy, lots of creativity. Just need to keep it up in the second half. Looking back on that first half, the last 20 minutes, I mean, there was maybe 1-2 shots from Bethel. I mean, it was mostly all on their side. Looks like the Tabor College players are maybe doing a little bit of sprints, getting warmed up. It's pretty cold down there, I've heard.
Yeah.
That in the rain must not be feeling too nice, but until they get warmed up.
Right. Just getting their legs loose.
Try not to pull anything right now. There's the man of the day down there. Bryce Warner. Bryce Warner. Excuse me. They're all getting huddled up. Ready to start this match. I think someone that we normally see that we haven't, though, Zachary Moore, the freshman forward, usually is a substitute player. I think might be a good addition to this match.
We'll probably see his number later in the game. Good target player.
He's a great target player. He's one of the tallest on the team, and he's all about scoring goals. I think he might still be looking for his first varsity goal. No, actually, yes, he's still looking for his first varsity goal, but hasn't quite come yet. Tonight may be his night. Players now stepping back out on the field. I think looks like normally like Tabor College they're starting the second half with their starting lineup. It looks like Bryce has jumped back in on that right touchline. The midfield is back to Austin Meads, Alan Reyes, and Jeremy Crable. But I think Dane has stayed in on the right back position. Ball's been kicked off. Bethel now trying. A lot of energy from the start, as you can see here.
Yeah, Tabor starting off with high pressure again in the second half.
Winning the ball back pretty quickly. Big clearance though. Trying to find David. Bit of a mishap. David contesting the ball. I think he just outmanned at that point. You know, he's really fighting for it, but it's a 4v1. There's not much you can do there. Keeper able to pick up the ball is now clearing it, trying to find his forward. Lewis not making the same defensive error on the other side. Is able to capture the ball. Ball's now being moved around the midfield. Maybe a bit of a high kick right there, but looking for the right side runner. Oscar forced to make a clearance out on Tabor. Throw for the Thrashers. Ball's now in. 17 looking for an opportunity. Finds it low, top of the box. Again, ball now trying to find on that wide side. Allen touches it wide. 7 decides to leave it. And Thrashers prepare for another throw. See a bit of a runway again. Levin looking for.
Looked like he was trying to look for a long throw.
Might have slipped off with the surface of the ball. Yeah, look, he's wiping. It did. Yeah. He's wiping it off now. You know, it's hard to play in that rain sometimes.
Learned his lesson the first time.
There's the throw. Ball's whipped up. Derek, big save. I'm not even sure if I was going in, but apparently it was. Looking for that top left side of the goal. Derek did not making the same mistake as my eyes. Ball's not being moved up. Chris now wide open on that back side. Trying to find something now at the top of the box. Beats his man. little clumsily is able to cut it back. Oh, still showing a little bit of footwork. Oh, but tries to find that ball to Allen a little bit too short.
Yeah, you can see some of the long balls that are given. You can see the ball kind of glide across the surface.
As those longer passes. As you see, when you hit it with more force, it's bound to slide at this rate.
Right, as the night goes on, it's just going to get more slick.
Throw for Tabor College. It looks like Dane Peterson is up for it. Here's the throw. Oh, looking for a really nice split right there. Maybe finding David on that through, but couldn't quite find the gap that he wanted. It's an offsides call for Bethel. Ball's now on the 20. Kicked up, looking for a forward in the later third. Dane with a big clearance. David able to pick it up. Looks laid off to Bryce. Bryce playing it down wide. David, trying to show his pace, but couldn't quite catch it.
Looked like on that, the Dane was just trying to relieve some stress in the back.
And it found a man. I mean,
right.
It's a great ball. That's all you got to ask for. Seems like all the players are now wiping off the ball. Ball's now being moved around. 7 with the big hit, trying to find that backside runner. Oh, a little bit of footwork here. Low into the ground. But there's Cam's signature acrobatic clearance. He's able to even find Bryce Warner on that outside, making the run. Tries to lay it in a little bit for David, couldn't quite reach him. Plays now building for Bethel. Allen Reyes able to recapture the ball. Reclaim possession for Tabor College. Back to Derek. Derek being pressed, but still makes an excellent clearance. Bethel now moving around the back. Chris continuing the step. Austin Meads now on ball. Bethel now trying to find that forward again. Couldn't quite. Bryce looking for Austin. They were able to find each other. The orange boots are able to find each other.
The link up.
Ball comes out on Tabor. Looks like another Thrasher throw. Ball's whipped in. Didn't quite find the player he's looking for. I think ball comes out again against the Blue Jays. Here's the next ball. Bryce able to make connection on it. He's able to find Allen Reyes in space. Puts his man on the ground. A little bit of footwork. Jeremy able to move that ball around. Bryce now trying to contest the ball.
Just able to shield the ball out for our
Throw
throw.
for Blue Jays. Dane Peterson stepping up for the throw. So the first 5 minutes, that's usually an indicator of what the rest of the match is going to look like, especially in the second half. I mean, you have any words? It's been a lot of energy.
Right.
Been a lot of, you know, both sides are still in it, trying to win this game. It's always good for a good competition.
Right. It looks like Tabor College just came out with like a bunch of energy.
Holy cow, that would have been a great hit, but it looks like a yellow card is now on Oscar Moyano. He's going to have to be careful for the rest of the match. I think it's because of the shot he just took after the foul.
Yeah.
That's a ripper, though. Looking for goal. But I think he got a foul. It caused a foul on the Bethel defender. Looks like Chris has dropped off for him. Oscar now holding that wing. But yeah, tons of energy in these first 5 minutes. Everyone's in it to win it. Everyone wants it.
Everyone's also refreshed after halftime.
Yeah, you know, if you come out here first 5 minutes looking lazy, you know it's gonna be lazy for the rest of the match. Good flick by Chris. Oscar now trying to play it around. Chris able to hold up the ball very well. He's able to make his own little run down. He's able to put a ball in for Allen. Almost makes connection. Ball comes across. Jeremy in a little bit of space. Closed down very quickly by the Bethel players. Ball's played out. Finds the wide man. Lewis is now on his man. Bit of a foot race, but none to match Dane. Falls to the keeper as well. Oscar with a heavy challenge against him. Looks like ref has called foul in Tabor defense. I think there's a little bit of pushing in that challenge.
Yeah, nothing too bad, but it just looked like a shove in the back.
Player setting it down on the 15 with the end zone, 25 yards out. You reckon he has a chance?
I don't know. Oscar almost put one away in the first half.
It is almost the same shot, to be fair, but
yeah.
Looks like this player is right-footed, so if it were me, I'd be looking for that right post. Trying to find the front post, that top corner.
Right.
It's delicious. Stepping up for the kick.
Looks like he's going for it.
Shot, looking for the back post. Derek with a big save. Able to catch the ball as well. Some goalkeepers decided to punch that out. That was more mid-level, so not sure about that, but one of them are just concerned. Big ball into the back, dumped into Reyes. Reyes trying to be his man. Looks like he lost it, but out on the Bethel defender as he's forced into making that error. Throw now. Rice trying to dry the ball a little bit before the throw. Trying to find Chris, didn't quite make it there. Oscar has now got the ball in a bit of space, closing it down, trying to draw maybe a player out. They didn't quite, but they like to match numbers against him. Oh, great ball. Whipped in by Allen. Looking for Austin Meads in that center front post. Lovely 1-2 touch play. Come out on that touchline.
Yeah, it was good footwork by Alan Reyes.
Good footwork and a great pass
by
Chris as well. I thought he was falling down, but I think he was just reaching.
Right.
Oscar Moyano now on throw. Alan Reyes now finding the ball. Christopher Aguilar now finding it, looking for Oscar, who is called offsides. I'm not totally certain about that. I call if we get a replay. Is a interesting play. I'm not sure if that was offsides or not. Looks like it's gonna be a kick for Bethel College. Here's the replay on that one. We see a little bit of the shadow. I think he might have been trying to hug that shoulder of the man, thinking maybe keeping him on the center. Not sure. Very close, to say the least.
Hard to tell from that angle.
Yeah, maybe.
You got to be right on the line to be able to make that decision.
That ball's being moved around. Jeremy able to make a defensive clearance. Out on Tabor College.
We got a new Tabor Blue Jay warming up. It looks like Josh Benoit.
Fallback. He's trying to make his mark on this match. Ball's thrown in for Bethel. Able to try and control that in the box. Couldn't quite. Ball comes out. Out on Tabor. Thrasher throw. Ball comes out on the Thrashers now. Blue Jay throw. Oscar Moyano steps up for it. Looking for Chris, finding Chris. Jeremy to Allen. Allen moving around. I love the footwork.
Good footwork.
Split the man. Dane now on the ball. Giving it off to the keeper. He's pressed very quickly. I think something we've seen from both sides is tons of speed in those forwards. Laying it off to Derek. You see the space close down very quickly. But Derek's not been too anxious about it. Been doing pretty good. I think Oscar trying to get a little bit more curve on that hit. Lovely pass and go by Chris and Oscar to set up that chance.
Looks like we got another Blue Jay warming up. It looks like Matthias Izquierda. Probably looking to go in that center midfield position.
Maybe even attacking sometimes. Goal kick for Bethel College. Yeah, I think that maybe that Oscar, that ball didn't get whipped in so well. Is again, the wet conditions. It's really tough to call as a player.
Right.
You know, when you're out there, you're so used to, like, 10 out of 10 times this ball is going to be whipped on. Oh, great ball. Looking for Bryce on the back. Bryce now in space on the. Puts it into David.
Oh!
David with a goal! Golazo!
What a
Ball
goal.
put down.
What a
What
goal.
a fantastic over-the-top ball to find Bryce Werner on that backside, making the quick run. I thought it was a heavy touch.
Beautiful ball by Chris.
I thought, beautiful ball. I thought Bryce was going to take that on himself. I mean, he had nobody on him. But
It was an unselfish play.
unselfish indeed. Lays it off to David Reyes. Puts it low to David. All he has to do is tap it away.
Good
and what does he
finish.
do? He taps it away.
He does
It
what he
is
does
now
best.
2-1.
He does what he does best. Score goals.
Beauty, absolutely beautiful and unselfish from Bryce. Man, I've been incredible, incredible.
That's David's first goal back since his injury.
Like a pulled hamstring
Yeah.
it was. It's lovely to see a striker lose the drought and back in steady waters.
Right. Always a good sign for.
Oh, big slide right there. I think a linesman puts up his flag, calls a foul on it. It was a huge slide. I think ball is getting picked up right here. Ball's put down. I believe Oscar is the one that's getting ready to hit this. I think now knowing that the conditions now, especially with that whipped in ball earlier, I
Right.
think this is going to be something spectacular could happen. Ball's whipped in. Looking for a player. David Reyes now on the hit. Oh, a little bit of a flying scissors kick right there.
Acrobatic kick.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Lots of creativity from this player tonight. You know, with the bicycle earlier and the scissors kicks now.
You got everything up his
It's
sleeve.
just, I want to see what happens next. Ball whipped in by Austin Meads, trying to find that back post. Bryce trying to keep the ball in, couldn't quite. Ball is called out on Tabor College. Bethel now. Bethel goal kick. I believe sub's been made here. David Reyes being taken off for Matthias Ikeda. Looks like Meads has now been pushed
Lone
up.
striker.
Pushed up to that lone striker position out of the midfield and creating a vacuum that I think Matthias can fill quite nicely. Stepping up, great challenge, finds Chris on the ball. Chris, I think maybe under-hitting it a little bit, trying the ambitious ball again to Bryce. But it looks like it still slips through. Austin Meads now on it. Austin Meads in the box, looking for maybe someone to touch it in. I think Matthias barely got to it, but couldn't quite make connection with it. Fantastic delivery. I mean, you just gotta touch it. Fantastic, fantastic looks right now for Tabor College. Two beautiful chances within minutes of each other. Thought I was gonna have to say goal again, and my voice is still quite raspy from the last one. Looks like a ref is called foul. It's gonna be on Bethel College. Christopher Aguilar setting the ball down. Playing it quickly, finding Jeremy and making that run to the outside. Ball's called out by the official. Thrasher throw. Ball getting moved around. Try to be placed deeply into the Bethel forward. Bethel forward is able to pick it up. Still is able to try and make something out of nothing there. Ultimately couldn't. Ooh,
Great defense by Lewis to shield that ball out there.
Yeah, there's really nothing he can do. There's Tabor College's head coach, Graham Brubaker. Bryce now trying to pick up the speed. It's lovely when goalies do this. They try and hold up the ball, but when they're losing, I don't think the forwards have much motivation to go for it. Ball whipped in. Chris able to find him on the back post. Chris now cutting it back, looking for that flick again. Finding Lewis on top of the box. Lewis with the strike.
Oh.
Lewis finding the side netting.
Yeah.
Goal! Goal that saw. Number 26, the New Zealand man himself. Lewis Verminger finding his second goal. Beautiful stuff here tonight. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Finding that side netting. Oh, nothing. He must be absolutely jubilant down there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Number 26, the captain, making his mark on the game. Look at that curve, finding the side netting. I mean, you train so much to do that, but it rarely comes in a game. And there it is. And he puts it away beautifully. Beautiful, beautiful finish.
Now, if you remember back to the start of that play, Lewis also did step from the back line to
I was going to say Lewis is really looking for a goal here. If he steps so high up.
And as he stepped there, he went into the attack with all the...
It's beautiful. It was so it just flowed well. Oh, little step over by Chris Aguilar. There's a bit of excitement from the bench as well. we can hear up here in the press box. I think his teammates loved that. Ball's now whipped in from Alan Reyes, trying to find that back post. Lots of bodies back there. No one able to find it though. Jeremy Crable picking up the loose ball, taking the shot. Goes a little high, a little wide. Nah, maybe just a little wide. I think our angle might be a bit off up here. Beautiful setup with the play though. Lots of chances, lots of opportunities. There's Meads now trying to make that step. Oh, I'm not sure.
Just gets tangled up.
Might have been tangled up with the player. No, nothing intentional.
Just trying to simply get around him.
Might have just clipped his heel on accident. Bryce now holding up the ball. Moving around the midfield. Jeremy is showing a little bit of footwork. Now on ball. Goes to Oscar. Oscar moving it around. Maybe trying a little bit of a spin there. Trying to find Chris. A little ambitious. Couldn't quite make connection with it. Ball's now being moved in for Bethel. Jeremy able to make a big defensive tackle. Bethel now controlling the ball once more. Trying to find that forward with a quick ball. Couldn't quite. Austin Meads with a flick over the top. But no one in to support. Ball falls to Bethel defender. Jeremy maybe flicking it on a little bit more. Might have been just enough to beat that Bethel defender and get it to Derek before defender got there.
Yeah.
I think we spoke earlier about how Chris is having a spectacular game. But I'd say Jeremy is having quite a similar one.
Yeah.
Lots of defensive tackles, you know. Sometimes the defenders, big tackle from Lewis. big tackle, but I think they just called a corner. Big slide tackle. Great defensive clearance. Oh, touched in. Oh, my. Dane almost scoring an own goal. Giving Derek a bit of a hug there. That would have been.
And a bit of a heart attack.
A little bit of both. He's just great save from Derek. Just a bit of a miscommunication there. I think Dane was trying to make Derek's life a little too easy. But like I was saying earlier, Jeremy is having quite a similar game. You know, lots of defensive tackles that are really winning it back in the midfield. You know, sometimes they go underrated, but they're just as important sometimes as making those opportunities in the final third. Ball's getting set up. It looks like Tabor throw. Looks like we also have two players warming up from the bench now. One being number 20, Jordan Masca, and Fed number 8, Federico Bove. It's about 20 minutes into this match now, a little over 20. Lewis is now sent in looking for the brace, getting ready inside the box. I think, yes, Oscar Moyano is going to be taking this one. Tabor College setting up a little flat on this one. Not really mixed in with the defenders. Making their runs in. Again, the Bethel keeper not afraid to jump off his line. Bethel keeper, he's pretty quick for a big guy. It looks like a substitution being made now. Bryce Werner is now off for Jordan Masca. I think we saw a similar substitution in the first half. Jordan Masca is now going to be holding the right touchline.
Substitution number 20, Jordan Masca.
All getting moved around now. See a lot of white players moved in this Bethel half.
Right.
You know, I think
Constant high
there's
pressure.
a lot of high pressure. Not too many Maroons. Now the Maroons are starting to stack in that half, but not ultimately finding anything. Looks like substitution is being called. Federico Bove is now stepping on for Alan Reyes. Bryce and Alan stepping off, both having pretty fantastic games, I'd say. Bryce especially, with that unselfish assist that he laid off to you.
Yeah, with an assist and a goal.
Oh yes, in the opener, yeah.
First half.
Yeah. Opener for Tabor's goals. Big challenge, not sure. I think the ref might
A little bit of a high
calling
kick.
anything. They're not calling Chris over. Federico with the header. Oh, Federico's still pressuring, trying to make a counterattack. Pulled. Now Thrasher throw. Bethel trying to move it around, not really finding anything. Oh, bit of shoving and pushing. Jordan Masca, I think, involved with a bit of talking between a player from Bethel. Dane Peterson, teammate, calming him down. I think both players.
Looks like he's calling over the captains
Yeah.
right now to speak to him.
Here's a replay of that. Just shoving. Shoves into the ground. Masca then stepping up and stepping right back in. The ref is now talking to the both of them. I think might be he's assigning a yellow to 11 and to 20. Looks like ref is now writing the card down. I was afraid he was pulling out the red for a second. It showed on your screens. We've seen the previous defender, William Butters, get carded for a similar offense. Talking back to the ref, 2 yellows straight up and out of the game. That's it. I mean, they don't like a lot of talk.
You gotta watch your mouth nowadays.
You gotta watch your mouth. Keep it clean physically and through your words.
Yeah.
I think ref is now showing a red card.
That's a red card given.
Sending a player off now, number 7. I'm not sure
There's what we were just talking
what
about.
happened. Yes, keeping the mouth closed is just as important as playing well in a match nowadays.
So there goes to prove to you.
Number 7 for Bethel is now sent off. I think the ref is now coming over to talk to the coaches. Bit of a mix-up here in the second half.
It's been an interesting one.
I believe 1 yellow in the first for Oscar, and 2 yellows and a red now in the second half. Center ref is now meeting with his linesman one more time. Talk about the situation. I think there's a bit of confusion everywhere on the field, as you can see. Everyone's trying to figure out what's going on. The players are now talking to the ref. To be honest, out of my 7 years of play, I'm not sure if talking to the ref makes you recall a card. As much as you'd like to talk to him, I don't think he's ever gonna call it back.
Right.
Looks like another card is shown to number 10.
Looks like Chris. Looks like a card was just shown to Chris.
Was it Chris or the Bethel
I believe so.
player? I thought he pointed at the Bethel player. Ref is pulling out the cards, showing the players what kind of game he's going to be officiating today.
Ref just
And
making
he's
sure this game
he's
is going to
having
be.
none of it.
Yeah. Ref is just making sure that this game doesn't get out of hand quick.
Top of the game. He's making
Just
sure
trying to
everything's been recalled.
calm it
Linesmen are
down.
now there. Ref blows whistle. Free kick now comes in. Whipped in. Big defensive header right there. I think that was Jeremy Crable again. Jeremy in the right place, making the right moves. That was a fantastic header, actually. That could have easily fallen to another Bethel player, but just puts enough on it to get it out.
Yeah. Or even something more dangerous than just falling to a Bethel player. Could have led into more.
A 1-2 play there. That's quite nice. Trying it again. Bove may have opened up just a little bit too much. I think we see another Blue Jay warming up down on the sideline. Josh Benoit. Looking at fullback position. Flasher throw. So it looks like Dasher's still deciding to play forward the back, even being 2 goals down. I think they might have taken it out of the midfield, it almost seems like. Because you see, it almost seems like a 4-2-3 they're now trying to play.
Right, now they're coming to
Big ball over the top to Federico. Federico finds it in onto Austin Means who puts it bottom post. Goal! Golazo for Austin Means, number 7. Beautiful finish off the posted in. The bottom post, the bottom corner finish found again.
What a finish.
Beautiful, beautiful sight. Again, Federico, unselfish this match.
There it is
The
again.
beauty of this Tabor team to be unselfish. Federico could have taken the shot earlier,
Yeah.
but he decides to wait, holds up the ball, puts a beautiful, well-weighted ball right into Austin Mead's path, who is just able to slot that away into the bottom corner. Austin then celebrating with Bove
Right.
because of a brilliant, brilliant ball.
Unselfish play by Fed.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plays here tonight. It looks like Dane Peterson is now stepping off. Josh Benoit now stepping into that right back position.
It's hard to believe that at halftime it was just 1-1.
It is hard to believe, and now it's 4-1. It's only been 25 minutes since. To be honest, I thought with the mishap happening, some players lose focus a little
Right.
bit. They slow down their play. It looks like Tabor College is ready to get back in this. Already with another chance. Offsides is called against Federico Bove. Brilliant, brilliant stuff tonight.
Top class.
When the energy is high and the attitude is high, the plays come together, and sometimes it ends in the back of the net.
Yeah.
I think we see two more substitutions or bench players getting warmed up right now. Darius Armstrong. I believe we haven't seen him in too many varsity matches. He's a fallback.
Yeah.
I remember one of our matches he started as a winger with Will Boney. Both of the fullbacks decided to play up. I believe that was due to injuries.
Right.
Another wing player that seems to be coming on is Michael Cawley III. Seems to be getting warmed up down on the touchline. Bethel forward trying an ambitious flick. Would have been a shocker if it got over. Jeremy now finding the wide player. Jeremy trying to wall pass it off maybe. Give that 1-2 into the inside.
Just a little too
Quiet.
heavy.
Little heavy.
Might have been that slick surface playing a part in the game again.
Control now in the midfield. See how, like I said earlier, Bethel's now trying to condense this side of the field. You see there's
Right.
only 2 players on the entire team that are on the other half of the field.
Right.
That's a fallback. You know, they're really condensing these forwards. They're making more linear, the linear cam attacking player with the striker on top of him. Chris with a bit of a being pulled a little bit. Bit of technical ability displayed by Aguilar. Oscar Moyano now on the free kick.
And Bethel's going to have to adapt now with them being a man down.
Being a man down and 3 down.
With 15 minutes left in the
Goals.
game, about.
Oscar is stepping up, ready to hit this. Lots of back post runners right now. Big hit, big clearance, looking for the inside. Aguilar! Big header. But an even bigger save, to be honest. Fine, it was in the mid-range of the goalkeeper's chest, but it still takes a lot for a goalkeeper to block something like that. There was a mere second between the contact and the save, and to catch that. It's quite fantastic. Christopher now showing a little bit of footwork, trying to beat his man. Ultimately couldn't. So I think George Elia is now warming up again, number 14. Yeah, he's a great defensive player. Likes to hold in the midfield.
Yeah.
Can win a lot of the important tackles like Jeremy.
Yeah, he plays more of the
Federico
holding man
able to
role.
slide in and get that ball through. Is able to find Mateus. Almost looking for a shot, I
Looks
guess.
like a trip up right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's called a foul.
Might be Oscar's number again.
Especially on the left foot. This might be something to behold. Ball's placed on the spot.
Probably going to be looking for the back post on this one.
He sure does love
Or even
that
near
spin. Set down on the 15. Again, with the end zone accounted, it's 25 yards out. We've seen Chris score from here, and both Chris and Oscar are lined up, ready to take this hit. Ref is blowing his whistle. I think he's
Having a little chat.
There's the ball. Back post, almost.
Oh.
I think the keeper got a touch to it. Yes, the linesman
Just
confirms
wide.
that. Keeper had to get a touch to it. It's out for a corner now.
That was a great save by the
That's
keeper.
Fantastic. Again, that back post like you were talking about.
Yeah, like we
Really,
said, this,
really nice.
like we said, this keeper's quick off his line, or not necessarily off his line, but just quick.
Mead's now setting the ball down. Getting ready. Oh, it looks like Oscar Moyano, the first time I've ever seen him subbed out of a match, is now off. Darius Armstrong now in. I think Christopher Aguilar is off as well. Michael Colley the third. Austin with a big hit. Falls to Mateus, who's around 30 yards out from goal. Austin Mead's letting it go because he knows he's offsides. Oscar and Chris now sharing the love a little bit down on the touchline, knowing they've made a difference in this match. I think might be just saving some legs for the next one. With the man down, and only 13 minutes left, with 3 goals up, I mean, there's not much Bethel can do.
Right.
It's important the players don't think that, though. It's important the players keep playing their game, and don't start celebrating too early, so this game can start falling away from them very quickly. Ball's getting moved around the back pretty nicely. Tabor College here. Ambitious ball over. Mead's trying to find it. Put on the skates. Is he able to find the ball in? Oh! Jordan Masca almost with, I believe, his first collegiate goal. That would have been. Jordan Masca, almost. Would have been a beauty of a first goal. Meads with another unselfish play. He could have hit that,
Right.
to be fair,
Yeah.
on the first time. Looking in because he's right-footed, looking for that front post. But decides to slip it back, which it was a great move to find Jordan and all that open space. Beautiful, beautiful look.
Yeah, coming back from 3 goals is definitely hard, but I've seen it done before with about 12 minutes left.
Happened famously with the Barcelona game.
Yeah,
Yeah, what was 2017
yeah.
UEFA Champions League.
It's possible, so Tabor doesn't need to just sit back and think they have this game in the bag because,
It happens.
yeah.
I believe a yellow card has just been shown. Number 17 for Bethel College. Ref now taking into account. I think 17 might be talking a little bit back. I'm not sure. The ref addressed him for a second. We got a lot of substitutions coming up. Some players we haven't seen before.
Yeah, it looks like we have Zach Moore, the one that we were talking about earlier in the game.
Great target striker.
And then Cooper Allen, along with, looks like Miguel Castillo.
Yeah, we go. 3 subs getting ready. Step onto the pitch. For Zach, it's going to be his 10th varsity appearance. And for Cooper, it's going to be his 11th. And Miguel, it's going to be his 3rd varsity appearance for Tabor College.
All 3 of these guys just looking to get out there and make an impact on the game.
I know Miguel at the beginning of the season wanted to be a forward. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Be interesting. I know he can play in that midfield area as well. Interesting to see where he fits in on this lineup. Especially since Cooper Allen and Zach are both forwards. Getting ready to get subbed in. I think we might be in for an even better game right now with all these forwards.
Well, recently we've had
Oh, big tackle. Austin Meads trying to find Federico. Couldn't quite turn around fast enough to grab that ball, but almost set up a counter. A little bit of a meg right there. Ball getting whipped in for Bethel. Couldn't quite. Derek making the catch. Making it look easy, too.
Recently, we've been trying, or the Coach Brubaker has been trying Cooper Allen and Miguel Castro out on the outside mid. So it's going to be interesting to see what he chooses to do here.
Ball goes out. Tabor making the defensive clearance. Ball now moved around for Tabor in the midfield. Fighting his fallback, Darius Armstrong. This is Darius Armstrong's 9th varsity appearance. I believe it's one of his few at left back position. Oscar Moyano mostly staying fit this season,
Right.
except for I believe an ankle injury picked up earlier.
Right.
But
And that red
it's
card
rare.
suspension.
And the red card suspension. But it is rare to see Oscar not playing. Oh, it looks like a yellow card was now given to Federico Bove.
Trying to justify his reasoning.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if a ref is ever going to call back a card. No matter how much you talk to them, I don't think they're ever going to say that. Oh, that's my fault.
Let's look at the replay here.
Oh, it clipped him a little bit right there. That's maybe a bit spiteful.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a
A little bit uncalled
sub
for.
is coming on. Oh, it looks like Federico Bove. They're subbing the player that got the card. Ref is allowing Cooper Allen now stepping onto the field. Anything to say about Cooper?
I mean, he's a good player. He
Quick.
has speed.
He's very quick.
He has good vision.
Was a great forward when back in his hometown,
Yeah.
scoring lots of varsity goals, I've heard.
Very solid player.
Ball's whipped in over. Trying to find that wide runner. I think Masca might be a little drained for stamina, though. Ball's getting moved around. Lands to Lewis, who's able to make the clearance. Finds George. Finds Masca. Masca hits it off of the Bethel defender. Sorry, Bethel midfielder. Looks like the Jordan Masca is now stepping off. And so is Austin Meads. I think the teammates are stepping up.
Giving
Giving
him a little bit of a-
little bow for Austin Meads.
A little bit of applause for him as he comes off from.
Again, two players stepping off, showing spectacular performances tonight. Meads obviously with a goal. Jordan been pressing and scaring the back line into making mistakes that they normally shouldn't. Again, spectacular games out here tonight from a lot of the players. It's not giving back. George Lai, a little bit of a tackle from behind. Ref doesn't call it. Cooper Allen trying to dive in, Mateus trying to make a challenge there. That'd been a great counterattack if he won
Yeah.
it.
Looks like a bit
Beauty
of a-
from Cameron, making his run out of center back, still going with it. Lays it off to Cooper Allen. He's still up there with them. He says, I want to join the attack now.
Target man Zach.
Target man Zach now moving the ball up. Michael Colley's able to pick it up. He's moving to the top of the box, looking for a strike.
Oh,
Takes deflection off the Bethel defender, lands to another Bethel player. Big defensive clearance. Lewis able to make the trap though. And he's now trying to join this attack.
Cam's still up in the
I think
attacking third.
Cam still, he says, I want a goal. There's no reason why not.
You gotta show the love.
And it seems with the 4 goals, there's plenty of love to go around. Oh, bit of a challenge right there from the Bethel defender. Finding Mateus in the center with a bit of space and time now to Darius Armstrong.
Good job from George. Just keep the play alive.
Just keep it moving. Keep it going. Oh, nice one. Played off. Darius now with the ball whipped in, trying to find somebody. Find somebody in the back post. Ball's put to the ground. Ball is put low to the ground. Bit excited there. My tongue couldn't put out the words. Josh Benoit almost with his first varsity goal as well. Lots of chances. Mateus able to recapture possession. Lays it off to Lewis. Lewis looking for a beautiful split ball. Finds, I believe that's Miguel down on that line. Is able to get a little flick over. Couldn't quite keep it in. Lots of good looks from Tabor College. Mateus now moving up. George making a tackle, able to get the ball a little loose for Josh Benoit to make a big clearance. I think he might have been looking at goal at that point. Big hit. Lends to the goalie on the penalty spot. Darius now challenging for this throw. Michael Cawley is now moving it around. Michael Cawley the third. Finding Cooper Allen. George with a big clearance, looking for Michael Cawley, who's able to make that touch, and then press the Bethel defender into making a clearance. Darius Armstrong now on the throw, finding the target man. Didn't quite catch it right. Cooper Allen now in. Cooper Allen now making the move, trying to take the shot. Blocked by a deflection from the Bethel defender. Cooper Allen with almost his first varsity goal. I feel like I've been saying this all night.
Yeah.
Lots of beautiful sights, lots of beautiful chances.
More than that, his first collegiate goal.
His first collegiate goal as well, yes. Ball getting ready to be whipped in. Put in very low front post. Looking for Michael Cawley. Couldn't quite make the connection he wanted to. Was rolling towards goal. I almost didn't see it, but the keeper did. He's able to pick it up. Lewis with a nice little trap. I thought it was been a little more dicey than that, but falls quite nicely to his midfielder.
Bethel defender does good to just cut that ball out there.
Looks like a out on Tabor. Dasher throw. George with a important defensive tackle right there. Ball's now getting moved around. I say important defensive tackle, but there really isn't not an important defensive tackle.
Right.
Winning it anywhere in the pitch just means that they're not going to be able to play the ball.
Every tackle means something.
Every tackle means something. That's exactly right. Big tackle by Lewis. Able to try and capture that ball, make it loose for Michael Cawley. Couldn't quite pick it up. Michael Cawley, the third, and Mateus now able to reclaim possession.
A little bit of a trip on the ball there.
Yeah, a little bit of a mess up. George now with a great tackle, falls right to his feet, able to look for that long ball to the side. It's looking for Miguel, making that run down the line. Puts it low to the ground, trying to find Zach now on ball. Zach, puts it a little high, a little wide. Oh, how unfortunate. That would be, again, Zach Moore's first varsity goal.
Indeed it would.
I'm not sure how many times I've said this tonight. So many beautiful chances, so many opportunities.
Yeah, that just goes to show you how many chances Tabor College has had tonight.
Starting to feel like a broken record. It's just the clinicalness needs to change in this match. Maybe be 7-1 by now.
Yeah.
Miguel now controlling it on the line. I think the linesman calls it out on Tabor. Thrasher throw.
It's hard to believe that just 43 minutes ago this game was 1-1.
Oh, big. Derek is out clear. It looks like a player's down as well. Big goal line save. Not sure who's still down. Somebody's still down. Looks like ref is calling for a stoppage of time.
Looks like the goal scorer, Lewis.
It's Lewis. The captain is now down. I think maybe took a bit of a hit to the head, maybe. Not sure. It looks like he's jumped right back up, though. I think he might have been just waiting to stop the clock. Ambitious from Derek coming out of goal like that. Couldn't quite reclaim the ball. Falls too. Makes a very scary appearance, but I think Darius was the one that slid in. That was a beautiful, beautiful challenge to make sure the ball didn't go in.
Beauty of a save.
Ball's not whipped in. Time is starting again. 1 minute 38 is left of this matchup. Mateus now moving the ball wide. Tons of space, tons of time. Now Cooper making that big run down the center. Cooper now looking at it. Cooper taking a big challenge, not sure able to capture it.
Yeah, like I was saying, 44 minutes ago, it's kind of hard to believe that it was just 1-1.
Just 1-1. And it's totally been turned around. I think that might have been one of the first chances from Bethel College to even score this half. Maybe even their first shot on target even. Big save from Darius on that one again. Bethel now trying to control it in the midfield. Not much time left. 50 seconds, huh? It's a bit of a gimmick, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We're getting 3 in 45 seconds. About 15 seconds for each.
Yeah, I think it's
Big
safe to
shot,
say.
Derek. Ball comes loose. Looks like it finishes in the back of the net. Big save. First time from Derek, but isn't able to hold on to the ball. Falls to Bethel forward. Man, we were just saying it's a bit of a gimmick, but it looks like Bethel have already got it back in within 15 seconds.
15 seconds for 2 goals.
They now have the opportunity again.
15 seconds
We
per
were just saying, and there it happens. You never know what's gonna happen. Players just start celebrating just a bit too early before they hit the locker room, and
Get a little too excited.
It's a game again. 25 seconds left. Just Tabor not really pressing. Now they are. They are mostly looking at that bat or playing around the back, just holding on to it.
Tries to find the target man,
Bethel now.
Zach.
10 seconds is now being called. I think it's going to be a throw. I'm not sure. The ball's even going to be put back into play.
I don't think so.
And that's the game. Coaches are now shaking hands down at the touchline. Fantastic game. Fantastic performances
What a game.
from a lot of the Tabor players. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Lots of unselfishness. That's what I think was one of the best walkaways of this game. Lots of players that just laying off the ball, just,
Yeah, midway through the first half, it was 1-0, and
in just a second, the second half goals, here they are. Beautiful tap in. I remember that from David.
yeah,
Bryce putting it fast and low to the ground. All it needs to be is put away, and all it was
Unselfish play.
put away. Beautiful stuff. Just the tap in they needed. That sets it. Here's the next one. Lewis Firminger, the captain, making his mark on the game.
another clinical goal. Just finds the back post, sees it open, and capitalizes.
There was Bethel's second goal. Beautiful, beautiful sights down here. Beautiful stuff. Tabor College able to take a 4-2 win.
In this rainy weather, cold.
Harsh conditions, yes. Well, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to this KCAC conference matchup between Tabor College and Bethel College, ending in a score of 4-2. Tabor College now conference 5-4-1. Bethel now 1-7-2. Thank you again for tuning in. Tune in next time. Colton might be still with me.
Who knows?
I might be commentating. We'll see. I've been Zach Dietrich.
Colton Roundtree.
Thank you guys.